How y'all doing? I quickly want to share this bit of information, and then I'm gonna come on here a little bit later. Um, I do want to say that my channel is not for fear mongering. Okay, excuse me. This channel is and I spoke a little bit about why I was led. I got an email, but I spoke about why I was led to pull cards and such things, right? But actually, I gotta wipe this table down as well, so I'm gonna do all of that. I gotta get today straight, okay? But I was just scrolling on YouTube and I saw a news story about a young woman who was unalived in a car accident because of a police chase. And so again, this is something that I don't believe that I too much tapped into here as well. But ever since I was a child, I've had numerous dreams about it felt chaotic, okay? And I would either wake up the same day or the next day I would hear some sort of news about what exactly I just experienced. And this happened so much to the point that I ultimately began to feel guilty, as if I wasn't doing anything about it, as if I knew something beforehand and I hadn't said anything because it was going to seem, like negative or low vibrational or things like this. And so I just do want to share that I am still learning the gist of where this YouTube thing could go, but I want you all to know that my heart means well. When I pull cards and energy about things, people, or places, I don't want you all to think that everyone is out to get you. You may find that the person, you may be affected by someone, or you not affected or anything, like you may know someone who my stories or my reads may resonate with. It may not even be you, or you may have lost someone that way. I want to assist with dealing with transitions. I myself actually dealt with a really big family impact in 2020 during the C-19 situation, right? The whole debacle, it was crazy. But that actually is when I had my very first epiphany. And the epiphany, I sat up straight, and I was specifically watching The Princess and the Frog. And I sat up straight and I said, this feels weird. It almost felt like deja vu. And deja vu is just like, hey, you're spinning, the world is spinning, and you're just seeing it twice, okay? Because you've already been here. It's the human body having the soul. You're giving your soul a human body experience, okay? So if you've done these things before, but this specifically, this epiphany, I sat up and I said, your life is going to change. Right now, you don't know how. But when it changes and when it happens, you'll know exactly what this moment is about. This is what I said in 2020. A couple months later, my aunt passed away. 2 weeks later, my great grandmother passed away. And 2 weeks after that, my Nana passed away. And it's crazy because she passed away on the 22nd of April, and I just saw 422. Got me a little choked up. I didn't know how I would make it. My Nana for me was my saving grace. So I know what it's like to just no longer have that support system. after they passed that year, for Thanksgiving, I had White Castle. Like, I wasn't prepared, okay? And the prayer that I prayed, because my Nana fought so long and so hard, I was feeling like she was coming home. And I realized that that might be selfish of me. And so I prayed and I said, you know, Most High, whatever you gotta do, just do it. And give her peace. Because even if she did come home, she lost her mother and her sister. And they were extremely close. Hence why they all had this illness. Because they were all together all the time. And so immediately after that, she had gone to glory, right? And so I say that to say, I am here to just be a helping hand. Please, please, please do not, don't, of course, always discern and always be aware. But please, by all means, live your life. Live a beautiful life. But definitely stay in tune and stay aware and stay mindful of others and of yourself. Because I touched on a couple things about something that I saw about a conversation. I didn't know anything about anything. I just knew that I was having dreams. I saw my partner, my twin flame. You know, I saw this person before I even met him. I saw a lot of things, and I saw it not working out. You know, I've seen so many things, but I've also seen things that my partner was doing before I met him. It was like a warning. It was like the Most High was telling me, look, you're going to meet this person. This is what this person is doing. This is how you're going to feel. And it's like all happening in real time. So now what you're seeing, and especially having an encounter with someone from a different space, a lot of things were put into perspective for me. I just want to say you're on the right path as well as I'm right. Everything happens for a reason. And to the young girl who lost her life in that police crash, I send my sincerest condolences to the family. And if anyone ever comes across my channel, or anyone ever, you know, is able to resonate with whatever scene that I have seen in my dream realm, I come and I mean well and I mean peace. And if I see it, I want you all to know that whoever was affected in that situation, that accident, that all is well, okay? When something isn't well, when something is dark, I will share that as well. So yeah, so when I'm experiencing these things, or like death in the dream realm, sometimes it can be an effect of what's being projected, right? But a lot of times for me, and what I've seen, and the proof of what I've seen, is that a lot of times I am so much of an empath that I'm feeling people from around the world. But it's like I'm in different areas around the entire world. And it's at certain moments, you know, and it almost introduces that quantum leap theory, right? Where you have angels who are alive. And it was funny because it made me think of, I have this here right over my window. It says, look for angels in your life. They're everywhere. Okay, so angels are not just passed on loved ones and ancestors, angels, can be the people who are in your life right now, right in this moment. And we like to call those earth angels and things of this nature because we're still here, okay? But we are also able to travel, and which is why you have things called astral projection and things of this nature. I've been doing that since I was a child. I didn't look up how to do it. All I knew is that I've had a lot of things that happen where I tried to explain to people and it was like it couldn't be explained. And then I was also given a warning to watch who I tell certain things to, which is why it took me some time to come onto YouTube, because I didn't really want people tapping into my auric field. But now I'm actually pretty okay with it, because I have a really good understanding of self and an understanding of my connection and my covering. I know that it's specifically for me, so there's nothing that anyone can do when it comes to destiny swapping or changing things or dream hacks or dream manipulations and things of this nature, that it doesn't really concern me. I'm not really concerned at all. 11:11 on the clock. So I just want to share that bit of information, and I want to say stay beautiful, stay woke, stay divinely guided, and check me out, subscribe to the channel if you do want to. If not, continue to live in light, continue to operate out of light. Excuse me. Love you guys, and peace.